Okay, this is part 3 of the May 13th garden tour. Had some biotone and potting soil or raised bed soil delivered from Ace Hardware. Thank you for the free delivery. So I needed to take care of that. Thank you to my driver. But we'll go ahead now and finish the last part of the tour. This is still coming along. I think I showed this to you last time, a Golden Globe Arborvitae. I think when we start again getting the sun, the rest of that is going to fill in. I thought about cutting out the dead part, but I really need to research if I should do that or not. The other side has filled in with green, so I really didn't think it was going to make it, but I definitely want to give it a chance to do that. So anyway, my Pugster Blue butterfly bush is putting on more growth, and there are buds forming. We've got some more rockin' pink fuchsia here. Again, this will be sunny if we ever get out of this horrible weather pattern that we're in. It's just so gloomy. I've got 2 new salvias here I'm trying, and I put them here because normally this is a sunny spot. They're the Arctic Blaze series. There's one fuchsia and one purple, and these came from Garden Crossings. The fuchsia is on sale half off from Bluestone Perennials. They won't come that big, but if you're looking, I think they had some left, or at least they did this morning. They may be gone. Again, this was all established from last year, different hummingbird mints. This put on a show. It really picked up in July and was like non-stop until the first frost. This is coming along, another pink cascade butterfly bush. You can see it's growing. That's my other one. Which seems happier now. I think the last time I made a video, I was like, why are my leaves yellow? I do think I need to feed it, but it's been so wet, I don't want to overdo it. So if we can ever dry out, then I will feed it. We've got some sedum, autumn something sedum. A ton of different hummingbird mints and salvias. These are all new that I'm trying, so we'll see how this ends up. Some queen nectarine, new queen nectarine established. Excuse me. This is a combination of Blue Fortune, hummingbird mint, which I'm kind of intrigued right now because it definitely looks a little different. Sorry, I can't get it to zoom. This started out really strong. Again, I'm going to be kind of curious to see what happens. This is not normally how Blue Fortune looks, but we'll see. Again, I think the shade has been a really big issue with all the rain. Queen nectarine. There's a hollyhock in there. The rogue salvia, you've heard me talk about. I just cut it back. And then just to try to repeat some pattern here, more queen nectarine, and then more Blue Fortune, which they are coming along pretty nicely. I am kind of intrigued though. You'll notice that some of this queen nectarine is really growing, and then some of it not as much. So hopefully these will catch up. Some more Mexican sage, some more vermilion Cufia. This is supposed to be a hummingbird magnet. Unfortunately, one thing I want to show you, my light up ball from Anthropologie. I got this on sale last fall, and finally, I guess, I don't know what happened. It had was so pretty out here at night. I had it sitting in this bird bath, which has a crack in it, so it drained for the most part until the last week, and then I guess the elements were just too much. So I would like to get another one this fall, but I will definitely need to find something else to keep it in so that it does not get submerged in water. We have here we've got some more of the rockin' blue, black and blue from Burpee. It is not doing that great, but I think it's because we've not had enough sun in this area. This will definitely be a lot sunnier as we move into June and July. Some other salvias I'm trying from Select Seeds. Again, I think they would be happier if we had more sun. So we'll see how this turns out. I had great expectations for this, so hopefully when I see you again in a few weeks, this will look different. This is another bed. I had transplanted the roses. They were not happy. They recovered. But I am thinking now that I'm going to be moving all of them, and I'll show you where so they can get more sun. They've done okay over here, but not great, even in individual pots last year, because this does not get full sun over here. So we'll see. I've got some autumn fuchsia in here, which actually seems very happy here. I've been surprised because after I planted, I thought, oh, maybe it's too much afternoon sun. Should I move it? So we'll see. I feel like this is coming along a little bit better than the other in that other pot, so we'll see how that goes. Again, these are all new to me, so and you can read the tag and see what it says, but, you know, everything's a learning experience. Got some more coleus here. That was the word I was looking for earlier that I wanted to put in my little wood barrel planters out there. I feel like I am going to do this, and Bluestone Perennials had a big sale, like half off. So that should be shipping sometime, I think, in the next week. And I'm going to redo this whole bed with basically perennials and a few annuals mixed in and some tender annuals. So we'll see. This should look very different the next time you see it. More different hummingbird mints. These were a combo from, I think, Lowe's and Garden Crossings. And they're coming on pretty strong. Again, as we get more sun, this gets a lot of afternoon sun, but it'll get more morning sun too in the next month or so. My baby blue eyes spruce continues to grow. It was a tiny midget when I got it mail order from Home Depot last summer, but it's grown a lot. Doesn't look like it now, but it definitely has probably doubled in size. This was not planted the last time, but here we are. So we've got some more of the Suncredible sunflowers. These are not the Saturn. These are the ones. I grew them in this area last year, so they will be fine. Just Suncredible yellow. Again, all this from Garden Crossings. In hindsight, because this originally was not what I had in mind for this bed, I wish I had gotten one more Rockin' Purple salvia and 2 more of the Suncredibles, but I didn't, want to order anymore, so I just used what I'd gotten. And there's some golden sage here, so we'll see how it looks. Not 100% sold that golden sage should go there, but for right now, that's where it is. If I want to move it, though, I will do it and put it in something else in the next couple of weeks. And I don't know, I might go ahead and order 2 more, or maybe at least 1 more Suncredible and 1 more Rockin' Purple. We'll see. This is the first time I've done the Rockin' Purple, and I'm already very happy. The whole Rockin' series, the fuchsia has done the best for me. The blue, I know everybody raves about the blue. The blue has not done that great for me. So we'll see. Hopefully, this year will be different. But the purple, I can already see, is going to be strong. This is a little lime punch. Yeah, a little lime punch hydrangea that I had last year, which I ordered it late in the summer, so I did not see it bloom, but hopefully it will this year. This bed is really coming along. We've got some Rebecca, purple haze, hummingbird mint, which last year I had mixed feelings about it, and I think I even maybe in my last video made some comments about it, but it's really growing on me now. I like how it looks very sort of light and airy. So it's not as dense or bushy as Blue Fortune, but it works. So, and I guess I liked it. I took a chance and I did order some more that I planted in this bed so that I could have more to fill in. The Rebecca was from last year. This is an established Blue Fortune. It's been in 2 different pots, so Blue Fortune's pretty tough. And then I have another Pugster butterfly bush, which let me turn these spider webs off because the hummingbirds are out here. And then a lilac that I got at Lowe's. It does better as the summer goes on. And you can see now this is getting a lot of sun now. My Fat Albert spruce, oh my gosh, it has put on so much growth. And again, it's in a planter. I got this last year, late June, early July. Probably not the ideal time to be getting one, but, it has made it miraculously. So, And I like having it here. I don't know. Again, I gotta get these spider webs out. Get out. But I thought, this might be a place where the hummingbirds might want to, perch when they're needing to take a rest. So let's talk about this little grouping here. This has been a very pleasant surprise. So a lot of these plants I ordered from Native Plants in Texas, which they have very good customer service. And these little pink things, I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from. Don't quote me. That might be a bluestone perennial, but the others definitely are. I don't know if I can get to the tags. But anyway, none of these did like spectacular last year. But they're getting a lot of sun here, along with my Forever Goldie. And so, when you're sitting and looking at it from here, it just, looks like a little wildflower meadow. So this has been a pleasant surprise. Again, I can't take credit. Oh, by the way, you can see how pretty. This is Love and Wishes salvia. Look how pretty that is. Another Japanese maple over here. We'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, this I feel like is coming along nicely. I hope it will look this nice all summer. And this should get really big and bushy. Again, I expect this will look very different in another month. All right. Let me come over here. Maybe this was from Bluestone Perennials. I don't know what it is. Clearly, I should investigate what the tag is, but I don't know. I don't know if this was Bluestone or Native Plants out of Texas. These I know are definitely Native Plants out of Texas. Whatever it is, it's obviously some type of salvia. It's gorgeous, and the hummingbirds have been in it. So it's a keeper. I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, I can't really see the tags. Hang on, I can see a tag right now. Let me grab this. Oh, no, there's no way this is Gaura Gowdy Red. That's definitely not Gaura. That did not make it. I can see the little pot where it didn't make it. Well, I don't think it did. Something's... well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I do not know what that is. I don't see a tag right away. But anyway, whatever it is, it's beautiful. Sorry, I'm obsessing about it now. This is Arctic Red Salvia. I've had this 4 years, I think. It's tough as nails. And then I have another David Austin Rose. This is the first year it bloomed. It's yellow. They do not match, I know, but, I couldn't bear to take it out. I might possibly move this one in the fall, but for right now, I'm going to leave it. It would be very hard because I don't want to damage the salvia. Trying to get that rose out. This is my hibiscus. It's a Summerific series. I forget which one it is, but I got this at Home Depot 2 years ago. And I used to have it on the other side. It was in the other side of the garden where there's more sun. And after it bloomed out last year, it was gorgeous. And then it got attacked, which I can already see the little critters are here. So I may have to get some neem oil out to protect it so it doesn't get decimated like last year. I was going to move it back to the other side, and then it started growing like crazy. I actually thought it was dead. But it seems happy here. It does get a lot of afternoon sun as the day goes on, so we'll see about that. I might take a chance on it. I've got some more roses. Again, I'll show you where I'm going to move those in a minute. This is again another rose David Austin wanted to move. It was really pretty a week ago, not so much now. Again, I think it just needs more sun in the morning. David Austin roses tend to like more morning to midday sun and afternoon shade, so we'll see about that. These are some new salvias. This is also from Select Seeds. This is Texas Sage Hummingbird Forest Fire. It looks like it's going to be a really pretty red. Some more of what you saw on my other side. So again, this can tolerate some shade. I'm sure it would get bigger if it had full sun, but it does okay here, and I like it because it's Japanese maple-ish. It's not, but it's just another elderberry, I believe. And I think I have another variety planted in with it too. I think it's like the one that doesn't do as great. So I think I have two varieties. I'm not sure. because my tags seem to have gotten blown out. Anyway, bring in a nice little, vignette here. I would not be opposed to putting another raised bed here if I thought I could transplant these in and not harm them. Like the fall for sure would be the time to do it, not now. And I might, we'll see. But I do like, it's kind of bushy here in different heights. Sometimes you're like, if something's doing well, you hate to disturb it. Okay, this is Mexican Hat. And again, I got this late last year from native plants in Texas. I'm actually surprised that it made it. There's also a purple cascade butterfly bush down in there. I probably should not have planted those together, but we'll see how that goes. And I got them so late, I don't know. They didn't really do anything, but they definitely are more vigorous this year. And I didn't expect that they would do anything that late in the year. But they look great right now, and they're not blooming yet, but I think they do. They're going to be darling. Very wildflower looking, We've got some sedum here, which I need to come back and put a little bit more mulch in here. Again, it's rained a lot, so I'm not sure how happy this is, but I planted this sedum last year, and it's fine. And just really pretty. And some different super tunias, which this is the first year I've intentionally bought them, so I think they're going to get enough sun here. Another view of this, if you can, a picture, in a few weeks, lots of sunflowers and this big purple spiky salvia. So yeah, it's coming along. I eventually want to mulch the interior of that and then maybe continue this. We've got to refresh that and then bring it out kind of in a curve to just sort of polish it off. And also to minimize the dirt splash up on the planters when it rains, because it makes a mess and I have to come rinse them off. By the way, this is a Red Dragon Japanese maple. This was another clearance special. Hopefully it will continue to thrive. I actually wasn't sure if that one was going to make it, but it did. Okay, so now let's walk down here. And again, pardon the mess, because I mowed a week ago and you can't even tell it now. It's just so shaggy. This actually gets a good bit of sun. It's in the shade now, but I think this is where I'm going to move a bunch of my roses. Just so they can get a little more sun. We'll keep the forsythia cut back. But I thought it might be nice to put, a little bit of color here. So when I'm sitting on my porch, I have something other than the forsythia to look at. And again, the raised beds are all from Grow Right Gardens. Yeah, I'm looking like, oh my gosh, everything's just this rain. Which the beginning of the month, we have a gentleman who cuts the grass and weed eats for me. I've just been kind of doing it, Scott and I ourselves, because we've not had a lot of grass until the last few days. And there's more weed eating than mowing really with this property, it being a country yard. But anyway, forgive the shagginess. I hope I at least get my pine straw refreshed. And again, I'd kind of like to fill this in a little bit too, just to soften it and kind of unify it without breaking the bank. But anyway, progress comes slowly. So again, we've still got, you saw the stuff to plant, and then we're going to redo that bed. So I hope by the next time I see you, other than maybe some dragon's breath, we will have made some more progress. Yeah, I'm still debating about getting the other barrel in that area, because I just really don't want to spend the money on it. But I feel like if I don't get one, it's going to look weird without a third one there. So, and they're way too heavy to move to try to recenter. I think they would crack if I tried to move them. Plus, they're really heavy. So, or I shouldn't say because I certainly am not supposed to be doing stuff like that with my health issues. But Scott, and I really don't want to ask him to do that. So anyhow, all right. Well, there's a lot of shadow and shade. I do not know how good the quality of this video is. I feel like maybe not that great, so I apologize. But before we possibly get more storms tonight and tomorrow and stuff gets destroyed, I did want to show you kind of what's going on, even though, again, we need to desperately mulch and weed eat. And I still have some things I'm going to change around just a little bit, but everything's, again, pardon the mess. I've also got to put cardboard under there to raise that up because it's gotten a lot of growth and it's kind of gotten lopsided. But I'm very pleased with all of this. My banana lyciums look a lot better since you last saw them. The winter burn seems to have rectified itself. So anyhow, thank you for watching this lengthy video and listening to my ramblings. I feel like I've just not been very coherent today, but again, all this rain and cool weather has been a little bit concerning. So hopefully by the next time I see you, maybe in the next 3 or 4 weeks, we're going to have a lot more blooms, a lot more sun, and things will be even lusher than they are. I don't mean to say I am happy with the progress. I'm just concerned because it's just been cooler and so much more. Actually, not so much the rain. But I hear some hot weather's coming, so maybe we can break out this pattern a little bit and dry out. All right, everybody, take care. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your week, and I'll see you again in a few weeks.